I'm Attorney George McCranie. I have offices in Valdosta and Douglas, Georgia. Today I wanted to talk with you about 2 driving tips, and it basically updates 2 of the outdated safety tips that you probably learned and I learned when I was in driver's ed. All right, and you know, times change. It's basically a rule of life. It changes for driving just like it does for every other thing that we've got going on in our life. So some of the rules of the road from driver's ed that you learned probably no longer apply. All right, so let's go over those 2. First thing is hands at 10 and 2. I mean, we all learned the hands at 10 and 2. And that means that your left hand's at 10 o'clock on the clock and your right hand is at 2 o'clock. We all learned that. They said that's the way you want to drive, gives you best control of the car. But quite frankly, that's no longer considered the safest position. All right, and why is that? Well, 10 and 2 came out before airbags. And now that you've got airbags, 9 and 3, hands on each side of the steering wheel, right on the side, is considered to be the safest, because that way if an airbag deploys, if your hands are up top at 10 and 2, your hands get hit, they can go back, you can have some injuries from those. Nobody wants to be hurt by an airbag. If you got them at 9 and 3 on the sides, if an airbag deploys, it deploys without hitting your hands. So that is one of the ways that you can reduce injury, is by unlearning the 10 and 2 that we all learned and go with 9 and 3. Now the second driving tip that is going to help you with an outdated rule that you probably learned in driver's ed, and that is the 2-second rule. And the 2-second rule is basically where you allow 2 seconds for the vehicle in front of you to pass an object. You pick out something. The way to do it is you pick out a pole on the side of the road, a sign, a marking on the highway, and you let the vehicle in front of you pass that mark, and then you count 1001, 1002. And that used to be the rule, and as long as you didn't pass that mark before the 1002, the 2 seconds, you were okay. But it's changed now. Now the recommendation is a 3-second plus rule, okay? And that allows you to have more reaction time and a little bit more distance between the car in front of you. This happens a lot of time, and I see it all the time in situations where we deal with people who have had accidents, especially on the interstate. So the 3-second plus rule applies now. So you'd want to leave 3 seconds between you and the vehicle in front, and if you're running at more than highway speeds, a little faster maybe on the interstate, you want to leave a little extra time. And a little bonus is there's a new rule for teens and for some seniors. And the teens, because of their experience, they need to make it a 4-second rule. And when I say experience, I really mean lack thereof. Their inexperience at driving gives them a little more time to react in case somebody stops or something happens in front of them. So the 4-second rule would apply. And with some seniors, they might have vision issues, might have little hearing issues, this kind of thing. It just gives them 4 seconds, gives them a little more time to apply. So if you got any questions, if you've been in an accident, you've got a question about an accident case, feel free to give us a call. You can reach us at 833-927-6227, or you can message us on Facebook Messenger. We'll be glad to help you get answers to your questions. And if you need an attorney, I'd be honored to help you. Thank y'all.